Ahoy, ahoy, and happy holidays. It's Craig here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I'm back for another round of Disney Jollywood Nights. I was here for the first night, which was not so hot. If you haven't watched our review on that, go back and take some time to watch it. It wasn't the best thing ever, but you know what? I know Disney started making some minor improvements, and I'm excited to see how the party is evolving. I know there's been more characters added. Hopefully the way the crowds are handled is a little bit better. Hopefully the way they load the shows goes a little better. You know what? I'm coming in with a lot of optimism, thinking that they took a lot of the feedback and they're ready to make a lot of changes to make this party great. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm excited to get in, and luckily I have no line behind me because I got here right at 8:30 when the party starts. It runs till 12:30. So yeah, I'm a little on the late side. I wasn't in hitting things right as it was starting, but I'm not going to waste any more time from now. Before I do that, though, I want to remind you this is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you like our content, you want to support us, book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. Costs you no extra money, and you get the support of an awesome Dreams Unlimited Travel agent. So head over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com today for a free, no obligation quote. Now it's time to get holly, it's time to get jolly, it's time to get merry, it's time for Disney Jollywood Nights. Let's go. I just realized that I started the party all the way deep in the park last time that I never got to see the sign. It's really cute.
Hi-ho and welcome to Disney Holidays in Hollywood! I am Kermit the Frog, here with the fabulous Miss Piggy, and we are so honored to be co-hosting this magical musical show for all of you tonight.
Bonjour! Yes, 'tis moi! The greatest gift of all this holiday season. It must be such an honor for all of you to have moi here tonight.
Piggy, I said the honor was ours.
Huh? Oh, right. I suppose it is an honor for you and the rest of the cast, too. Well, look at me. I'm just honoring everyone here with my presence tonight. But I guess that's the spirit of the holidays, isn't it?
Sure, let's go with that. But when I think about what the holidays mean to me, it's sharing the magic of the season with the ones we love most.
Aww, and that's why you're here with moi tonight, isn't it, Kermit?
Well, you see, we're here because we were both invited. Yes, and because there's no better place to spend the holiday season than Walt Disney World.
Sure, dear. Well, when I think about what Christmas means to me, I think about presents.
Really? Just presents? There's so much more to the holiday season than gifts, isn't there?
Sure, but come on! We're literally standing in a pile of presents, clothes, shoes, and toys for all the little piggies and froggies out there who dream of being just like you and moi. Toyland, Toyland, everyone's Christmas joyland. Whatever you might celebrate, that's a gift from the heart.
Piggy, I really think that you're missing out on the best parts of the holidays. Sure, this is the season of giving.
Ah, the season of giving me gifts.
Listen for the choir singing carols in the street. That holiday feeling out to everyone to me. Got a list of movies, yeah, you know we watch them every year. Snuggle up in matching pajamas, sipping on that holiday cheer. What the holidays mean? What the holidays mean to me? Deep down in my heart,
Wait, Kermit, what is that on your head?
Oh, it's a Santa hat, Piggy.
I know that. Where did it come from? If this show has costume changes, I think someone in wardrobe would have told me.
Trust me, I know. Anyway, I just found this hat backstage.
Well, that just won't do. I didn't have any time to accessorize between numbers, and I refuse to be upstaged.
I could never upstage you, Piggy. Well, listen, how about I make it up to you by getting you a churro and a Spirit jersey after the show?
Throw in a giant pretzel and you got a deal.
Done.
Now we're talking. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches.
Deck the house with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don't we now our cozy sweaters, fa la 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 la. I can think of nothing better, fa la 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 la.
Well, Minnie, I wanted to make sure you had a Christmas tree as lovely as you are. Each shining light, each silver bell. No one alive spreads cheer so well. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
Oh, I almost forgot the most important decoration of all.
Gia, what's that?
Mistletoe, of course. Ah.
Oh, gosh. Merry Christmas, Minnie.
Up next, we've got a royal twist on some holiday favorites after the break.
Since Christmas, I truly believe that hope is the greatest of the gifts we'll receive. As long as there's Christmas, we'll all be just fine. There'll always be Christmas. So there always will be a time in the world is filled with peace and
We wish you a jolly holiday and a swinging new year. Come on, everybody, sing along.
We wish you a jolly holiday. We wish you a jolly holiday. We wish you a jolly holiday and a swinging new year. We wish you a jolly holiday. We wish you a jolly holiday. We wish you a jolly holiday and a swinging new year.
That's a wrap, folks.
That was just some of Disney Holidays in Hollywood, the stage show featuring Kermit, Miss Piggy, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Tiana, and Belle that happens in the Theater of the Stars off of Sunset Boulevard multiple times throughout Disney Jollywood Nights. And, you know, I had to run up to the theater, so I didn't really get time to talk about the experience besides saying, you know, it already felt different from night one, and oh boy, how different it was. As I was running down Sunset Boulevard to get here on time, expecting a giant line, I showed up and I walked like right into the theater. I didn't have to go around any crazy queues. I just walked up the normal stairs and right in and just sat kind of in the back. You know, I could have went further down if I wanted to, but I wanted to take in more of the show and sit on an aisle seat. So I feel like I had a decent spot to take it all in. And yeah, it's even crazier. Last time I was here, there was like 100 people in line for Fairfax Fair. You could walk right up to the window tonight. So granted, I don't believe this night ever sold out, so you have to factor that in. Probably a lot less crowds tonight than on opening night, but maybe there's something working here. But the next test is, it's about 9:20 right now. The next Nightmare Before Christmas show starts at 9:30, so I'm gonna see if I can make it over to the Hyperion Theater so I can see the sing-along, and then I'll have both of the shows done, and then the rest of the night I can do whatever I want. But the shows are easy to plan out because they each happen 4 times. This show, the one we just saw, Disney Holidays in Hollywood, that is happening at 8:45, 9:45, 10:45, 11:45. Whereas What's This is 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Let's see if we can go get in the show. I'm not gonna say I spoke too soon. Fairfax Fair does have a little bit of a line now, but I mean, not like it was on night 1. This line was reaching all the way back past this little cart here, so not nearly as bad.
Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night.
I stopped for a second to check out the DJ because I don't think there's going to be any issues with getting a good seat right now. Just this little line, and really it's just looping down and backs to be able to get into the theater.
Hello, my friends. What a wonderful sight. Let me welcome you all on this fine Christmas night. Now, you've heard the old story. We all know it well. But that's not the story I came here to tell. Every now and again, often more than it seems, when your eyelids are heavy and fated for dreams, a new sort of story just might be in store. When the mind is a forest and you've opened a door. Like the scene you see here, at a first passing glance might seem ordinary, yes, or plain happenstance. But such wonders emerge where reality thins, and that is where our story begins. And so, as you've seen, there is much to be found in the cover of a night, where such wonders abound. By the light of the moon and the gust of the wind, from the shadows that mask an old skeleton's grin. Through the fog that collects in the space between dreams, we discover that nothing is quite as it seems. And when we awake, rubbing sleep from our eyes, blinking back at the moon in its cloudy disguise, we ask ourselves, what do we truly recall? Was it really a dream? Did it happen at all?
I'm 90 minutes into Disney Jollywood Nights, and I've now seen both shows and just a little bit of the atmosphere around. So now I'm going to start looking at characters. I definitely want to get back over towards the Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror, to see the band that's there. But yeah, I am actually standing right outside of the Vacation Fun, the Mickey Shorts Theater, and I see Christmas Duffy right there. So let's go take a look at him and walk around and see the characters around Echo Lake. Duffy is a priority for a lot of people because obviously you don't get to see Duffy here very often, like Run Disney Races, but add on top of it being Santa Duffy, how adorable. And in terms of the line, I'm not going to be able to walk and count because I'm not multi-talented, but it does look like a healthy line that goes all the way around, and then all the way down by the entrance of where you would meet Olaf. So there's a lot of people, but this is definitely a rare character and probably worth the wait for many. There he goes. They must have just went in while I was seeing Santa Duffy, but Chip and Dale, their Rescue Ranger outfits, are meeting guests right over here by the entrance to Indiana Jones. And that's a look at their tree. It's really cute. So, yeah, they were out here, but then they went away. So they must be taking a little break. You know what? They work hard. They deserve it. And in terms of the line, I mean, again, it's a decent line in terms of length there. I don't know how much time he's taking with them, but probably a lot. Looky there. You got Phineas and Ferb escaping, as well as Powerline Max. Bye-bye. There they go. But you know what? Seems like a smart spot to stop and wait for them to come back. One of the most popular offerings at this party, of course, is the Santa Gertie cookie and ice cream. And the line has, I'd say, about 15 people in. It's a little dark to see it, but it's not a terrible line considering it's a pretty quick procedure. I had a stale version of the cookie that I got during the last time I was here. Do not recommend it stale. There's Chip and Dale. There they go. And here comes Powerline Max. Looking good, Max. There he goes. Last but not least, we have Phineas and Ferb. They're wearing their holiday best. Looking really good. Good to see you, Phineas. Good to see you, Ferb. And I'm not going to follow them right here. I'm pretty sure that's their line down that way. But I'm going to swing around to where their tree is and see if we can figure out how long their line is. I was correct. There they are with their tree. And this is their line that wraps all the way down here. And then it does come around and loop around on the side. Right up there. But it doesn't look that awful in the grand scheme of things. And you know what? There's a breeze. It's a great night. Why not wait for them? Why not? Finally, we have Max Goof here in front of his tree that's very colorful, has that silver tinsel look to it, very classic. Nice little line here, too. I'd say probably about 30 or so people in there. The characters are definitely spending a good amount of time with everyone who's in line, so that's good. You know, if you're waiting in a little bit of a long line there, you're going to want to make sure that you get your fair time with them. I'm happy to see that. And maybe I'll have enough time to meet one of them. But, you know, it would be Phineas and Ferb. But I'm not a Phineas and Ferb fan. And the Santa Duffy line looks a little too long. I know there's other characters out and about meeting with their holiday gear on. I saw Pinocchio from afar earlier, so maybe I'll catch up with him. Of course, there's Mickey and gang who are wearing their special costumes. There's a lot of characters that I could potentially meet, but I have to see where I actually want to go next. I still want to go Tip Top Club, so I'm going to head there. On my way to Tower of Terror, I obviously spotted this wait time board, and I know we got a lot of questions on the first night about wait times. So here's a look right now at what most of the wait times are here. So Smuggler's Run, 10-minute wait, Runaway Railway 15, Slinky Dog 55, Toy Story Mania 35, Swirling Saucers 5, Star Tours 5, and Rock and Roller Coaster 15, and Tower of Terror 20. So more people have picked up on the low lines for the rides, I would say, but still not bad, except for Slinky Dog. Worst part is I was thinking about Slinky Dog tonight because I don't remember the last time I rode it. And when you can't remember the last time you rode it, that means it's been way too long. But let's head to Tower of Terror. I don't know if I'll ever make it to Tower of Terror because right now I'm sitting back behind Fairfax Fair because the line wasn't long, maybe only like 10 people deep, so I had to stop, and I get it. The hype is real with this place. This is the home of the popovers during Disney Jollywood Nights. There's the holiday turkey popover, just the sides popover, a PB&J donut, Kermit's frozen banana bliss, a Muppets themed drink, and then a mistletoe martini. And I got 3 items here. I got the ones that sounded best to me and went with it. And no, one of them isn't Kermit. The first thing I'll talk about is the holiday turkey popover. Roasted turkey and creamy mashed potatoes topped with gravy, cranberry chutney, and chives, and a house-made popover for $6.29. When they say a house-made popover, it really is just on top, and then there's mashed potatoes as the base with the turkey, the gravy, the chutney. These flavors all balanced perfectly. I loved this. For $6.29, it was an absolute steal. It was salty, it was sweet, it was tart. It was everything you could want from a holiday dish, and I'm going to criticize Disney here. I'm going to say shame on them for not serving this every single day. It is so, so good. They should not be hiding it at this party. As great as the sides one sounded, I was like, maybe it's too heavy, too many popovers. So I went with the PB&J donut, which is a glazed donut with creamy peanut butter and grape jelly, dipped in dark chocolate, topped with crushed house-made salt and vinegar chips for $4.99. This was Rhino's dream dessert, and I'm not saying this lightly. He would have lost his mind if he would have had this. The glazed donut was just a vessel for more peanut butter and jelly than should possibly be on any dessert, and with the chocolate and the little saltiness from the chips, it just all paired together well. Might have been a little too heavy for one person to eat by themselves, but I'm not unhappy that I did it. The actual weakest thing that I had here had to be the mistletoe martini. This is $9. It's Tito's handmade vodka and Saint Germain elderflower liqueur mixed with cranberry juice and topped with fresh cranberries and mint leaves. The elderflower liqueur kind of took over for this entire drink. It was very holiday festive feeling. The cranberries really shone through. The mint had a nice coolness to it. The vodka was the perfect liquor for this. Just it was a little sweet on the elderflower. But for $9, it actually felt like a holiday drink, so I'm not going to knock it. I would definitely get it again. I have one more night of Jollywood Nights to attend, and I will be back at this booth. Unless I find something else that blows me away, which I don't know if I will. I just want that holiday popover again. Holiday turkey popover, that is. Dreaming of it. Dreaming. And you know what's also awesome too? I picked the perfect spot that I could sit and watch some of the Tower of Terror projections while I was having all this food. So, I don't know. I'm just really vibing with tonight. And, it's sad that I'm alone. I feel sad because I'm alone. But I'm going to make the best of it. Let's finally go to Tower of Terror. It's very loud down here in front of Tower of Terror, and unfortunately, it's not because the band's out, it's just background music playing. And what a sight. The bar here is pretty much empty. You can walk right up and have your drinks almost immediately because, they're best pre-poured, pre-mixed, and then poured out, so interesting. rather than playing the guessing game, I walked up to a cast member who was right by the soundboard and asked when they were coming back out to play their live music, and he said 11, 10, and midnight. So I will come back for one of those. Just for context, it's 10:50 right now, so I might make my way over to the Latin Festival by ABC Commissary. Check that out. I might go on Alien Swirling Saucers. I don't know what to do. I'm so lost right now because everything, food lines aren't bad. Character lines obviously weren't great. And there's not really attractions I want to do tonight. Already did the shows, have to wait for Jingle Bell Jingle Bam. So I'm like in this in-between where I'm like, I just don't know what to do. But I guess that's a good problem to have.
The necessities of life will come to you.
I know what you're thinking. If I'm so bored, why don't I just go in the Hollywood Brown Derby? And, well, maybe I thought about it for a second. I checked the app and it was a 10-minute walk-up time. I peeked my head in the side there and it's like empty. I could count like 5, 6 people inside, and the piano player was playing Bare Necessities. So still doing that Disney music over Christmas music, and I will not be wasting any time in there at all. Even when I don't know what to do, I still know I don't want it to be the Brown Derby. So let's keep moving. There's one other drink I wanted to try over in the market area, so maybe I'll hit that up. I just saw Stitch leave, so I was like, maybe go over to the Jiminy Cricket side, see if I'll see him. And sure enough, there he is, looking so great, walking away. Bye, Jiminy. See you next fall or winter. Jiminy Cricket might have been the one to go in, but out comes Pinocchio. Hi, Pinocchio. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Santa Stitch went in, and Santa Stitch came back out, and he is looking good. Look at that. Oh, he's checking his footprints. I think that was, it looked like they fit perfectly.
Right here, a big square, right here. Or there, whichever one. Oh yeah, your big hand.
Yeah. When are you going to put your feet in there?
That's what you're saying. Or right now?
Right
now.
now.
You gotta talk to the
Merry Christmas, Stitch.
I'll put it in a call.
That interaction with Stitch just made my heart grow 3 sizes. Seriously. Like, Stitch coming out, has a long line, still takes time to be a goofball. That's like my pure energy. So good. No one is bothering to meet Frozone right now. No one at all. Just dancing by himself. Interesting. Edna Mode does have a little bit of a line, but really it can't be more than 5 or 10 minutes, especially if people are moving quickly through. I did have the chance to meet Edna on the first night, and yeah, she had a special little tree beside her, but that's about it. So the key is having something special for the holidays. The best thing about Toy Story Land is that it's like Christmas year-round because of all the holiday lights in Andy's backyard. And there goes old Slinky there with his little sleigh bells. But yeah, I really do love Toy Story Land. It's always perfect this time of year. The wait for Slinky Dog Dash looks like it's 35 minutes. Hard to see though. My eyes aren't great. I could consider Alien Swirling Saucers, but I'm not sure if I should. I'm not gonna lie, I just had a in holiday fashion from the market, and this was Buffalo Trace, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, rosemary syrup, cranberry and lime juices, cinnamon for $9. And man, this was a good old fashioned. It slightly reminded me of the old fashioned that was being served at the Indiana Jones bar in the summer. The rosemary was really kicking through, which I love rosemary. It is the best. And yeah, this was a great drink. A lot of people there getting the buffalo spring rolls, buffalo chicken spring rolls, but get the old fashioned. It is holiday in a glass. weird standing in a nearly empty Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but I'm kind of digging it. I am going to probably check out the cantina. I don't think I'm going to get anything, but our friend Brooke during the first party was the only one in there, and I want to see if that's holding true for this one. More people are going to be coming back here now, but it does really feel like a wasted opportunity. All this space, yeah, the attractions are open, but it's not enough. And I will say, for tonight, the boarding groups ended sometime within like the first 2.5 hours, because now it's just a normal wait. But I wouldn't recommend going on Rise of the Resistance during your party because, you know, it's a 30-minute experience. Plus, you know, if it's like a 20-minute wait, you're talking about an hour out of your time just for Rise of the Resistance. And if it does break down, maybe you get evac'd off and then you have that extra time added too. So might not be the smartest decision. But you know what? Everyone has to make their own choices here at Disney Jollywood Nights. The last thing I'm going to say is Alien Swirling Saucers was fantastic. I forgot that they only do the holiday versions every 3 songs. And so I was lined up for a non-holiday song, and Gianna, that worked there, recognized that I was kind of bummed out that I wasn't getting a holiday version, and she made sure that I got to ride twice in a row so I could have that holiday version of Alien Swirling Saucers. Just phenomenal cast member. So thank you so much, Gianna. You helped to make my night unforgettable, and I truly appreciate it. So let's keep going here. I asked if I could pop into Oga's to see how busy it was, and they ended up making me go through the entire process of like getting a table, and it was empty in there. Then I felt obligated to get a drink, so I got wine because why not? And now I just realized I've got to make it to the Latin Festival. And I want to try to see Mickey and those characters to see how busy they are. And I've got to get back to the Tip Top Club. And I'm getting to the point now where I have 40 minutes left and I feel like I'm rushing and I'm getting out of breath. And that's sad. That's sad. Pizza Rizzo just down the way. And I just remembered that there was like a meatball thing there that I wanted. But I'm full. I don't think I could eat it if I even tried. I don't know why I paused so long. Okay, here's another character. So I did hear, when they said they added characters, I did hear that Mary Poppins was one of them with a penguin, and that's exactly what we got here. So right across from Baseline Tap House. Keep my distance a little bit here, but yeah, Mary Poppins, penguin, DVC building, Baseline Tap House. Latin Festival, all right there.
Thank you very much. One more time, Disney Moises. Over at Disney Jollywood, here in downtown Miami.
I know it just comes down to timing, but yeah, I was not really vibing with what was happening with the guitar player. I mean, people were having fun and dancing, but I think I wish I would have saw the full band out there. But for me, I need to see the band playing over by the Tip Top Club. So that's got to be a priority for me.
Thank you so much. Oh, it is the most wonderful time of the year. And here in Tinseltown, we like to celebrate. We have our parties and we pop our bubbly and we have a fun dance or two. But you know what, fellas? I really do dream about a wonderful Christmas Eve filled with snow. You know, the real stuff, the stuff that falls from the sky. I can imagine the Tip Top Club covered from head to toe in snow. It would be like a marshmallow world. It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's the time for play. It's a whipped cream day. I wait for it the whole year round. Those are marshmallow clouds being friendly in the arms of the evergreen trees. And the sun is red like a pumpkin head. It's shining so your nose don't freeze. All the world is your snowball. See how it grows. That's how it goes. Whenever it snows, the world is your snowball just for the snow. Get out, get rolling along. It's a yummy, yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl.
Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam just ended, and I stopped over by the Brown Derby to take a look at Ollie, the gingerbread mascot for Jollywood Nights, since I keep forgetting to do so. And after I'm done looking at him, I will start sharing my thoughts about, well, first off, I got to go back to the Tip Top Club, then Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, and then overall. So let's go on this ride. I really am feeling blue that Disney Jollywood Nights is over, but let's recap pretty quickly here as I make my way out. First thing I want to say is this party is still too short. 4 hours is a generous amount of time, but it's not nearly enough for me. I truly do believe this should be a 5-hour party in order to really try to see as much as you want. Like, I was talking to Molly, who was also here tonight, and she said she waited about 30 minutes for Duffy. When you factor that in, that's 1/8 of the party. Plus, if you see the shows, that's even more. Then add in food, maybe more characters, maybe rides. I don't know. It just, 4 hours seems too short. So 5 hours just feels a little bit better. But of course, more time always feels better. And one thing I do want to say too is I do appreciate that Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam doesn't start until right at 12:30. So technically it does go until after the party, and that allows you to not lose out on as much time, and that is appreciated. But I want to talk about the act at the Tip Top Club. Probably my new highlight, and I love the Nightmare Before Christmas show. I love Holidays in Hollywood. I love the food that I had tonight, but that act was incredible. It's what I wanted out of the Hollywood Brown Derby. That jazz quartet was just fantastic, playing Christmas music, giving me that feel of old Hollywood. It transported me to a different place. It is incredible. It's not to be missed. And I'm so glad I asked for what the set times were. Definitely do that if you're coming here. Find out, because you can not miss it. Now, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. I missed seeing Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. I mean, I got to see it the other night, but it was raining. It wasn't a good way to watch the show. I forgot how much pyro was in it. I like this show better than Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I just think it's a better flowing show. And yeah, I wish the pyro was a little more impressive, but it's the story that gets me. And yeah, it's an absolute highlight. And again, the fact that it's right at the end of the night rather than taking up time in the middle of it, got to appreciate that. It lets you get a little bit more bang for your buck. Now, I was going to keep talking, but I'm going to actually take some time to appreciate what's around me right now. Hollywood Boulevard, it's snowing, it's magical. I'm going to say some really nice things. I'm still going to have a little bit of good feedback, but yeah, I'm in a good mood right now. I've left the park and I collected my free coasters, and it's a nice gift. I actually got 2 sets. I'm not sure if the cast members were just feeling generous or if they need to start getting rid of them. Either way, I have even more now. And ultimately, I had a great time tonight. I think this was a much better managed party than on night one, and I really do have high hopes that by the time the final party rolls around that I'm going to, that it will be a great party and worthy of coming back next year. I already talked about the time length of the party only being 4 hours when it really should be 5, and I'll stand by that. Yes, you also get in at 7 o'clock, so you have a little extra time to kind of get ready, and for like meet and greets, you can stake them out early. I still think this party needs to be a little bit longer with everything that's offered, and with the addition of the extra characters, I think that was a nice step up. Food lines were much more manageable tonight. The attractions were definitely busier, so more people have gotten the note that this is like an after hours in that way and to go there. So yeah, be aware of that if you wanted to take advantage of shorter lines. You know, Slinky Dog at a 35-minute or 55-minute, not necessarily short, but you know, it's I guess it's better than like a 90-minute wait on a super busy summer sunny day. But yeah, the word got out on the attractions in that way, and I think there is enough offered. Maybe there's like one other thing that could be offered to kind of take this party to the next level, but overall, I think there is enough. It just comes down to time, being able to see and do everything. I don't think that you really can, and that's partly how Disney gets you to come back over and over. But I also feel like with that little extra time, you could probably get it all done. And I will definitely feel accomplished by the third time that I come to this party. Feel like I got to see and do everything, but yeah, it's rough. Even if I could have had time to walk through and see Mickey and Minnie real quick, that would have been nice. But I wasted a lot of time on alien swirling saucers. But this was, I believe, the most expensive party night in terms of, maybe there's more that cost as much as it did tonight, but I think this was the maximum value ticket, and I'm not quite sure if it's there. I feel like this party around $140-ish is probably a good point, unless they do extend it or add in some extra treats. But overall, I'm in a much better place with this party than I was with the first night. And just as a reminder, the very first night that we came as part of our coverage, I was here as an invited guest by Disney. Tonight, I used a ticket that my company, Dreams Unlimited Travel, paid for. So my thoughts are not in any way skewed by Disney. I truly do believe that they listened to a lot of the feedback that was shared. And, while they didn't change a lot of things, another huge part of the night is the fact that it wasn't a sold-out party, unless it did sell out, and I just missed that. But I know that's how I was able to get into this party, was because it wasn't sold out. So I think that lower crowds has a massive impact. So circling back around to all of this, let me try to go over it. The party's a little too expensive for what's offered. They could offer an extra hour, and that would make it a lot more worth the overall cost. They also, they could add some of this stuff to just daytime hours because it's that good. Like the stage shows, I would love to see them during daytime hours. I think that would be a huge, huge thing that could be done. There's still so many little tweaks and adjustments that could be made to make this a truly great event and bring it back year after year. And I know there's something that I'm missing here that I wanted to talk about with it, but I'm in a good place with tonight, a much more positive place than on night one. But yeah, lower crowds probably had a bigger impact. So maybe next year, if they bring this back, or the rest of the parties, just cap if they weren't already sold out, and make sure that they don't oversell and it doesn't become an out of control crowd. And I think that could go a long way. But I'm sure I'll have more to share about this. Who knows? Maybe I'll even share with my final party time. But I feel like it's getting too close to Christmas. By that point, you won't care about Jollywood Nights anymore. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But I'm exhausted. I'm ready to go home and grab some sleep. It was a long night. I could have been longer if I would have got here at 7 when I could get in, but I still maximized my time. Felt like I saw a lot, I did a lot. I'm in a holiday spirit, and now I will go into a holiday hibernation. Thank you very much for taking the time to check out my coverage of Disney Jollywood Nights. I really appreciate it. If you want to support us more, book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. A free no obligation quote today at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. If you were watching this on YouTube and you liked it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave comments, questions, video suggestions in the comments section. And I will see you again real soon from another Disney park, hopefully enjoying the entire holiday atmosphere. But take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And so on.